Good morning, everyone. We got here for 4:30. Well, technically like 4:45. I kind of like wasted some time a little bit because originally my plan was to stop at Dunkin' to get that Sabrina Carpenter cup, but then I'm like, do I really want to spend the money? Probably, but I had a good breakfast. I had my meal prep that I would usually have for lunch. I had it for breakfast because I wouldn't be eating it at all today since I'm going to go to Thailand. Then after Thailand, I'm going right into the restaurant. So I'm not going to have no time to eat an actual lunch today. So I just had that for breakfast so it wouldn't go to waste. And also I'd be able to clean the little tub that it's in or a little container that it's in so that way I could reuse that for when I, you know, cook for the next following week. But I'm gonna take tomorrow off. Normally it's a push and a pull day. Push on Friday, pull on Saturday, but doing a whole upper body day today because I want to take tomorrow off, but I don't want to miss like the workout part of it. I just want to rest tomorrow so that way I feel good, rejuvenated, things of that nature for the game on Sunday. And championship. We got to be as rested as well maintained as possible. So doing Jeff Nippard's upper body day today. Posted the video like 3 months ago. I'll put the link in the description because he probably explains this stuff a whole lot better than I ever could. But starting off with the incline bench press, saying how it's may not be as stable as a Smith machine, but it helps with the stabilizer muscles doing it this way. And he did it on one of these things, so that way he didn't have to worry about a spot. Just wanted to go to complete failure because there is the normal incline bench presses here, but I would need a spot, and I'm an awkward individual. I don't want to ask people to spot me, especially if I'm recording. So gonna try to go to absolute failure. I'm doing 155. I did that for 10 reps before, but that was with the regular bench press. So let's see if now that I know that I have these bad boys to help keep me stable, that will be good to go. Spent a lot of time just trying to figure out the height and things like that. So let's get after it here. Because the goal with these is to just go to failure, like go until you can't do it anymore, drop the weight. So let's see how this goes. Okay. Okay. Not 10, but not mad about it either. The bench isn't really as stable on like this wood platform. Definitely gets a little loosey-toosey. But yeah, can't complain. Cannot complain. So still going to do 2 sets. Goal would be to get out of here for around 8. So that way, by the time I get home, change, and then head on over to the job site. I apologize for being probably a little bit closer to you guys than you would prefer. But next up is, I'm not even sure if this would be considered a Pec-Fly or not, but the boy Jeff didn't even have one of these machines. He had like one of the regular cable machines, kind of where I do like rear delts on. He had one of those, and he just set the arms up and had like a individual seat where he could like pull it out to do it this way. But unfortunately enough, has one of these machines, so it saves me time on trying to get that set up. But yeah, see how it goes. I normally do like 150 on the pec deck, but I only got 60 total pounds here. It's like 30.8 on each side. So let's go to failure, as we tend to do. Let's try to have that failure be within that 6 to 8 rep range. I did one warm-up set as like a feeler to see like, oh, is this a good weight or should I go up? It was like nominal weight, honestly. I think 30.8 might be the perfect weight to be at. So let's get after it here. pretty much perfect. Right there at 8. Okay, next up in the workout was weighted pull-ups actually, but I could barely get like 4 pull-ups body weight wise. So I'm like, let me just, swallow the pride for a little bit, go back to the assisted pull-up. I have it at the, I think that's 40. I'm not sure. Might be, honestly, might be like 80 because the 20-40 doesn't have like any switches next to it. So that might be the starting resistance. And then there's a notch next to 60 and 80. So I'm taking about 80 pounds off. So I'm pretty much just pulling up 100. But I mean, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. That's going to be the base layer. I did do one set just to see, like, is this a good starting resistance to be at? Should I go up one, down one? And yeah, I got about 8 good reps trying to get like the chest to, even with the bar up here and not just getting the chin over. So that's the goal here. And yeah, let's replicate it. Okay. So I was able to do a little bit more than like 7 reps. I'm pretty sure it was only 7 like quality full reps. Busted out a few partials there, so I'm happy with it. Back feels good right now, so I'm not complaining. Okay, next up, little cable lateral raise to work the side delts here. Every movement that was made is kind of to do multiple muscles at once. So with the incline, it was obviously like kind of overall chest, mainly focuses on the upper chest, but still hits the lower and even the mid and a little bit of lower pecs as well. Hits a little bit of shoulders, a little bit of triceps with like the closer grip in. The chest fly, that kind of just isolates the chest. That was the only movement there. But the pull-ups were for back and a little bit of biceps. But this is one where it's kind of strictly for one muscle, where it's just completely a side delt. Boy Jeff was saying how that's probably the most underdeveloped delt that people have, and if you're trying to create that V look, you want to really focus in on hitting those side delts. Drawing a blank there, but got a 20 here. Got 7 reps last time I did lateral raises. Now I'm just using a D handle because I forgot my little cuffs that I would normally use for this, but boy Jeff wasn't using them, so the D handle is good enough for Jeff. It's good enough for me. So let's get after it. Okay. Barely 7 there. Okay, I've done a barbell row before, but Jeff called these bad boys deficit Pendlay row or something like that. Basically, he only had 1 buffer plate. I put 2 just because I feel, I'm not sure how tall Jeff is, but I feel I just kind of have longer arms. And if I just have 1 plate, I feel it'll still touch the ground. And we don't want that. I want to keep the resistance up. So I did 2 plates for a little bit of a higher range of motion. And wasn't sure what weight to do. I didn't even think of looking for how much I did for a barbell row. I did 125, and I'm like, that seems too light. So then I bumped it up to 135 here. And yeah, I mean, let's get after it, see how it goes. I feel the worst part, though, with these is just getting set up into the right. Ooh. Okay. Let's get it. Okay. Ooh. That was very weird. Definitely felt in my lower back, felt in my hamstrings. Then that little messed up part of my arm started coming back from, I guess, that movement from, when was it? My, the chest and back day where I couldn't really do any back movements because every time I did a movement, it was hurt. Definitely not as bad as it was that time, but a little tweak in it. I could feel it. So I think this is the last exercise that involves like a kind of pulling movement like that. So should be good to go, hopefully at least. Okay. Boy Jeff was saying how overhead tricep extensions are the best tricep exercise you could do because it's pretty much like the only real tricep exercise where it pretty much hits all three, heads of the tricep. So not shabby. And then I totally forgot. I thought this was the last thing, but he has a Bayesian curl in there as well. So gonna do that too. Gonna do them single arm. I do them both arms. Jeff was doing them single arm in the video. I prefer to do them single arm because I like recording in this area, not as many people. But because of that, I realized that this machine kind of gets real sticky and it doesn't always like work, but it was broken. So maybe it's fixed now. I don't know. We'll have to see. But Jeff also said, very good approach to getting this like over your head instead of like struggling to, kind of whip it around and you're twisting and turning, which I've done before. He said, raise up a little higher. I started doing that to make it less intensive, but there's still like that twist motion. He said, squat underneath it. Not the prettiest. Definitely not the prettiest. Yeah, don't do that. I definitely struggle. And then take a step out and okay. That was kind of ugly, so you can laugh at me for that horrible first step and then the little twisty loo to set it back down, but you guys get the gist of it. Okay, now we're wrapping it up. A little bit of a Bayesian curl action. I did one little warm-up set just to kind of see where I should be at height-wise and weight-wise. I only did like 3 reps per arm, and 20 pounds, not sure if that'd be enough, if I should go up or not, but figured stop there for right now. And then if I could go up, go to failure. Obviously, if I could do way more than 6 to 8 reps, then obviously go up. But starting off with the left arm to see how we do, because left arm usually tends to be a little weaker, so let's get it. Okay. Let's say 10.3 reps. That 11th one is barely a partial. Okay. could definitely go up in weight. I'm not sure, since I just did 10, not entirely sure if I could do 30. So bump it up to 25, see how that goes.
Okay, we're back in this little posing classroom. Got the Sabrina shirt on, probably why the lift went so well. And I'm actually making quite wonderful time, knock on wood. So I think I will definitely be stopping at Dunkin' on the way home. Hopefully those Sabrina cups are still available. Otherwise, I'm gonna be leaving. So let's get to posing. It'll finally make sense to do all my upper body poses like the few that I do know. I don't know how the hell Jeff did this one. He looked just very, I don't know, it was something like that. I'm probably doing it wrong, but he just looked, I don't know, kind of get that V look in. I'll have to look back at it. I'm not sure how, hopefully the lighting's low enough to where you can't really see the farmer's tan. Got tissue in here somewhere. My nose was phenomenal all morning. Then just as soon as I'm like, literally, as soon as I finish my last set of like Bayesian curls, just achoo, 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 nonstop. So, not the most ideal situation, but it's the situation we find ourselves in. Hopefully my nose holds up for the tiling work. Plan is do all my cardio because I think it's like 6 maybe right now. So phenomenal timing. I'm very happy with not bullshitting too much. That's a benefit we get here for 4:30. All the gym bros just aren't here, so I don't have anyone to yap with, and it's pretty empty, so I don't gotta worry about like, now I gotta sit on this machine for 5 minutes and wait for this dude to leave so I can set up the tripod or something like that. So I gotta do the vertical posing too. I was gonna put everything on, but then I'm like, I just gotta take it all off again. But keep drawing blanks. But yeah, so gonna head to Dunkin' after I, do the little editing and things of that nature after cardio, well, during cardio. Maybe get a donut too. Strawberry, blueberry, who knows? Who knows what I'll get, but I'll see what's available. But I hate the drive-through. I don't know why. I'm just not a fan of it. So definitely gonna go in, see the options of what's available donut-wise as well. Maybe I'll go crazy. Just get the 50 thing of munchkins and be on my way. Definitely gain weight. I gained weight yesterday. I was very sad about that because I completely forgot my scale. Honestly, I probably would have ate all the pasta anyways, but I ate all the pasta and I thought it was still good to go because all I had was my meal prep, the pasta, and I'll be honest guys, I had 2 slices of pizza as well, but that wasn't of my own volition. I didn't go out of my way to get pizza. The boss man at work yesterday, he ordered pizza, didn't want the rest of it, told me to eat it. It'd be rude if I said no because he offered it to me and I don't want food to go to waste, so had to eat it. But still, like, that's all I ate. So I don't know. Carbs will do something to you, man. But really like the workout. Definitely, if I have to do an upper body day again, I'll definitely do this one. I really enjoyed it. I felt phenomenal on chest, even the shoulders. Usually shoulders are lacking where it's like, just gotta do them, get them out of the way. Shoulders felt good. Everything felt good muscle-wise. And honestly, I might do it next week. So it depends on what happens for this Sunday. If we win both games, then we win the championship. If we lose both games, we lose the championship. But if we split, the third game will be next week, and I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to want to take a rest day before the game to, rejuvenate the whole body, hopefully. So might do it next week too, might not. We have to see how the games go. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Wish the Birds luck this weekend against the Chiefs. We don't need luck, but wish me luck on not gaining any weight. Only thing I'll probably eat though is a buffalo chicken pizza. So looking forward to that, and some brisk, some liquid calories. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you on Monday.